Welcome, everyone, to the Two Sides of a Coin podcast, episode 143. Of course, I am one of your hosts, Frank, a.k.a.
I can't curse, so I can't say anything.
I was about to see if one of you guys messed up our new monetization rules.
I stopped. My brain was hyperventilating.
Of course, a.k.a. Bell, I'm here with the squad, the gang, my brothers, your usual hosts. To the right of me is DeLeon, Delson, Triple D, Helicopter Man himself. Oh, that thing. That was fast.
It got more energy now.
That was
boy.
fast.
That shit been rested.
That shit been rested.
That shit been rested. So it got more energy now.
The gas tank on full, Bryan?
Yeah, gas tank full. Shit. That nigga been flying over the Sahara, boy.
He hasn't found a spot to land in
Months.
Diablo. He hace falta de respeto.
Let me ask you a question. Do you guys think people understand that, like, subliminal joke? Like,
this is the thing.
You got to.
No. But this is the refresher. There was a whole episode where y'all went in on that.
We did. Oh yeah.
There's episodes. I don't remember which episode it was, but there was one episode y'all went in on that and that analogy, and it just stuck ever since.
For sure. That was back at your old crib.
At the old crib.
It was at the old crib.
So whatever episode number that was, I can't tell you, but it's there. The information's there, but it's kind of obvious by now.
Yeah, it's got to be. Anyways, last but not least, of course, the fan favorite, the superstar of the show, the Kama Sutra Don, the nastiest man. Oh, you like that? As my Jamaican ramming.
No, I didn't like it.
That might be considered racist. I'm sorry. Dirtiest man alive, filthiest man alive, horniest man alive.
Yes.
Guy wears jeans with no underwear just in case he has to take them off.
Yes.
That's dangerous.
I'm just agreeing with everything now.
We all love him. We all know him as the Kama Sutra Don.
Fuck it.
But we also know him as B-Ride Raw Dog McGraw from the East West, South and North. Welcome back, sir.
What's up? I was trying to change my PSN to that shit, but
that'd be fire.
They wasn't allowing it.
Raw Dog McGraw?
Yeah, they wasn't.
Really?
They wasn't with it.
Somebody already had the name, or they just didn't let you?
They was like, hell no, this name is too powerful for this. This name too powerful for the PSN network.
If you put it
I
on,
said network twice.
Make your PS5 go.
That shit
start smoking.
Yeah, that shit gonna be smoking fucking loud, boy. God damn.
Okay, well, welcome, Bryan. Nice to have you back, of course. And of course, thank you for everybody who is listening as well as watching. We always appreciate everyone who does chime in whenever we do drop these things.
Yes.
And I said it that way because we missed last week, but that's my fault. I had actual life things that occurred that I forgot. But yeah, outside of that, you can find us where, D?
If you're listening up to this point, subscribe now. If you're watching, subscribe on YouTube. Feel free to share, give us comments, feedback. Also, Apple Podcasts, Spotify.
You can send nudes to Dels.
Stitcher, anywhere you get your podcasts. Sure. I don't know if Stitcher even exists. I think it got bought out.
The cast, not the pictures.
Sorry. Notice how I go past that.
Yeah, I just didn't realize I said share such a bad time.
Yeah.
I meant the social medias. Share the social medias.
Yeah, and we're at Two Sides, spelled out TWO Sides Podcast, Instagram, Twitter. That's our handle for YouTube, all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And again, thank you to everyone. We will, I know we always say this, but we are really trying to tighten things up over here on our end. And hopefully bring you a 2023 like you've never seen from the Two Sides. Meaning episodes every week with extra content attached to that.
Extra.
I like that.
Yeah.
So Bryan brings them.
They ain't seen that.
And with that said, who wants to talk about their last week here? Anybody who wants to offer? We've been 2 weeks removed. 2 weeks removed. 2 weeks removed. We have to all three have something, no?
Yeah.
So we got to also consider something, Frank. This is also very important for you to consider. A lot of times we come on the cast and it seems as if we don't have anything going on in our lives.
Yes.
And we stay in a 4x4 room with
Yes.
white walls and nothing happens, and we stay in that room.
Yes.
Truth is that a lot of times, instead of that being the reality, we just can't talk about what's going on in our lives for
Fair
one
point.
reason or another.
That is true.
So just to be clear for the listeners, if you come and you listen and you hear like, dang, they don't really got a lot going on. Truth is, sometimes we just can't say it on this podcast.
Yeah, that's a fact.
That is
Let's
true.
just-
That is a good point.
Because there's a lot of things that happen, and y'all know this, that we talk about before we start recording, that we just can't share on here for for a lot of reasons.
No,
But
I mean,
and
No,
this
I
is
agree.
not, and this is terrible for y'all because y'all like, I wonder what it could be. Are they murderous?
I mean, go back and listen to the cast. We have kids that are attached to other people that may think, may make things a little more difficult to talk about, you know, because they're more private things that you don't want to divulge about. But I shall say this.
I'll translate that. I got you, Brian.
Yeah.
You shall say this. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No.
All right.
Go
I'll
ahead.
say it.
No,
we can't-
I don't know if I want to say it no more.
We can't say bad things about our baby mamas on here.
Yeah.
We can't. If our baby mamas gave us a bad week, because sometimes they can't do that.
Yeah.
I can't come on here and start complaining about my baby mama.
No.
Brian can't do that.
No. We men. We can't even complain. We're not really allowed to.
If
But that's
That's a
another
fact.
conversation.
if we had just a bad,
It's a different conversation.
we're older now. Maybe I had a bad week with my knees hurt a little extra this week, or other things hurt a little extra.
Well, the other day, I'm going to tell you this. What happened to me the other day when we went to the beach on Saturday.
Oh,
I almost fucking died. I almost fucking died at the beach the other day. So, boom, we go. So, okay, let's bring it back. Alex plans a beach day with Jeremiah. Mind you,
Jeremiah's in town?
Jeremiah doesn't. Yeah, he is.
Nobody's told me anything.
Bro.
I'm finding this out right now live.
Let's converse about it after.
Okay. So anyway, Jeremiah's Alex's brother. Alex is one of our friends. Obviously, Jeremiah is one of our friends too from growing up.
Yeah.
And boom, he used to live. He's visiting from Jersey or whatever. And we went to the beach and he didn't even go. That was awesome. That's the first thing.
God,
anyway, we still had a great time.
I called off work. I called off work for this.
I'm gonna pause just before we continue with your story, bro. That happens sometimes. That's happened to me with that same spouse group.
Yeah.
One time I went to a party with strangers because of that. One of the spouses, you were there.
I don't remember. Was I there?
Yeah, we got invited to a Halloween party with strangers, and the person that invited us to the party didn't show up. So we just went to a party and didn't know a soul in there. It was awesome. Frank, why didn't you just go anyways?
I did go.
Oh no, he did go.
Oh,
He did
okay.
go.
I
Yeah,
didn't know.
I'm saying I called off for that reason.
Yeah,
because
because it
I
was
thought,
Jeremiah.
all right, well, Alex asking all of us, and he's like,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
he's there. I'm like, well, you know
Dan,
what?
you know what's crazy?
Fuck it.
You know what's crazy?
What?
Is that I was off.
On Saturday?
Oh, Saturday?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I'm tripping.
If it was on
Yeah,
Sunday,
Brian-
you would have dead ass
I remember
went.
Okay,
Brian
okay.
saying no.
Saturday
Gus
you
has to
worked. I
work that
asked
day.
you if you wanted to go to
Yeah,
the beach.
yeah,
You
I'm
said
tripping.
no.
I'm tripping.
Yeah, it
I'm
was
tripping,
Saturday, bro. So
Wow.
I had called off. 'cause I
For some
worked.
reason, I thought it was
You
on
see how
Sunday.
you see
Yeah,
the
I-
drama? You see
wanna-
the drama this nigga be kicking up?
Spicing it up.
Yo,
We
but
need some
anyway,
controversy on the show, bro.
but anyway, yeah. So where
go
was
to the
I
beach.
at? Oh, Jeremiah wasn't there. Whatever, that doesn't
He didn't
matter.
show up. We still
So
go.
we were there. We were chilling at the beach. I was like, nigga, I'm not getting in the water. You already know how I feel about cold water. I'm not getting in that
Stupid
shit.
breakdown.
Nigga, that shit was ice.
Stupid.
I put my toes in there, bro. Them shits was nigga. Might
ain't
as
gonna
well
hold
been
you,
Elsa.
My feet went numb too, bro. They went numb. It was still a nice day, very nice weather, but you could
Yeah, it
tell the
was nice
ocean
and sunny
isn't
out.
agreeing that it's
Yeah.
not spring or summer.
So it's really just a good day for y'all. Beach
To be
chairs,
outside.
chilling, sun, sunglasses,
Oh, okay.
drinking alcohol.
Yeah. So we were
You want to go? I was about to say something. But go ahead. I know it's your story. I'm sorry.
we were drinking some alcohol, brother.
You.
I was drinking some beers. Frank was yelling at me because, mind you, 9 a.m. I don't give a fuck.
Bro,
You know what I'm saying? It's beach.
Yeah, I literally
If you're in a
said-
certain area, alcohol can be drank. You know, if you're in the vicinity of a beach or a campsite, or if you're in a football game and it's 10 in the morning, that beer is gonna get cracked open. You gonna drink that fucking beer.
You just hear beers crackling open everywhere.
I'm gonna say this: y'all who drink that early, y'all different, bro.
Yeah.
Y'all
You don't remember the Miami story? You in my bed? You in the same?
Wait.
I said that like that on purpose.
We was in the same bed.
Yeah. We're in the same room, and the first thing I did when I woke up in the morning was grab that cup of Henny from the night before, from the nightstand.
I remember that.
Took a little swig of the swig.
That.
But yeah, so
whatever. I'm elongating the story. We were chilling there we chilled there for mad hours, honestly, all the way till 1:30. I drank 3 beers. You know what I'm saying? We partook. I didn't get in the water at all, so I didn't cool down at all times. I was drinking water, but it wasn't like enough. We didn't have Gatorade or nothing, bro. When we start moving all the shit over there, I started feeling fucking dizzy. I start fucking like, bro, I need water. I'm like, my heart's beating fast. I'm like, fuck. I'm like, damn. I already know this is heat exhaustion because I felt it before.
But tell him the walking up.
So yeah. So I'm walking, right? I leave the water thing back there because all these niggas went ahead of me because I had the heaviest shit, and I was just like, go ahead. And nigga, so I had the tent and I had the fucking big ass thing full of ice, full of food. So I leave the cooler on the ramp, and then I start walking with the thing. I took one of the bottles out the cooler, and I start walking with the tent like in my hand and like drag it because I'm like fucking passing out. And then I pour water on my head, right? And Alexis see me, and Alexis like, "Yo, Bryan, I don't feel comfortable you doing that shit in front of Frank." But I wanted to laugh so bad. But I
dying to Alexis makes that joke.
I was like, I feel like I'm gonna pass out. I just fucking sit on the ground. I sit on the floor, whatever. Frank comes running, throws water on me.
Fam. So Bryan, like, this is from my point of view. You know how like to get to the beach you have to go up and then down to the beach.
Yeah,
like, it's a little atoll that separates you. So like he's coming down, and we're already at the car packing shit. So I'm putting this stuff helping Shanti out. I see if Shanti says like, what's going on? Is it too far? My bad.
Yeah.
What's going on with Bryan? You know her voice. And I look, he's on the rail like this. And Alexis like, yeah, he said he's not feeling good. I'm like, yo, Bryan, you good? Bryan's like, yo, man.
Yeah.
Yo, I never get scared. Never. I never get scared, bro. This is when I got scared.
When I went on the deep.
Bro, Bryan tries to get up and walk. He stops. Bro, he goes on one knee. And I'm like, oh shit!
I was feeling like shit.
I got bottled water, and this is hilarious. I run up. I'm like the first one up there. I'm like, yo, bro, I'm gonna pour water on you.
Just move it.
You could feel better. You know, cool yourself down, fam. As I'm about to pour the water on him, there's a guy. He's like, yo, don't pour cold water on him.
Like if it's ice cold.
Like
right?
Don't put no ice cold water on him.
Mm-hmm.
As he's saying it, I'm already.
I'm like, it's fucking cold.
I was like, fuck, it's cold. Let's
go. This all happened because of fucking cold water. I should have jumped in the water. That's at the end of it. Me and Chanti were like, yo, if you would have jumped in the water, you would have got cooled down.
Yeah, if he would have went in the water, he would have been alright.
Yeah.
Everybody else went in the water.
I deadass had heat exhaustion, bro. As soon as I got in the AC and I have drinks and everything, I got home, I was fine. But nigga,
I ain't gonna hold
I was about to pass the fuck out.
It was done.
Yeah.
You already know.
I thought it was done, bro. I was like, no, my boy out of here.
I could have told you that.
I see a 6'5" dude get on one knee and he ain't proposing. I was like, oh no. Now I'm a dog, not beat.
The thing is that Bryan's been so tired in his life and other experiences that taking on knee, I knew what the reaction was. That was him like, I need a moment.
But it was rough though. It's like
I imagine
it's a mixture of me being out of shape, obviously, and just not being acclimated to the outside.
Yeah, you overheated your body for sure.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense if you were the only person that didn't go in that brick ass.
No, I didn't. I'm the only person that didn't go in. Emma, Mason, everyone went in.
And you know what? Alcohol just dehydrates. It takes every drop away, and then all the you had nothing left.
Exactly.
You had nothing left.
Sand, right?
Exactly.
All the sand.
Yeah.
Nigga, you know what else
there was
is
a
that?
cop out there. We never seen no cops until that time.
Yeah,
he was driving up and down in a four-wheeler.
Yeah, it's because it was bike week though. I'm sure of it. It's because it was bike week.
Makes sense.
Yeah, we might have to start going to lot 12 though.
Hey, you already know what down there, boy. We got them mounds.
Them titties.
Them
sand dunes.
Yeah, you gonna see some.
Dunes.
You have never in your life seen somebody around our age talk about Lot 12. So you know what you're gonna find out there.
Yeah, I'm about to put y'all on. This time I'm about to put y'all on. Y'all flexing, and y'all don't even know how y'all flexing right now. You want to know how we all flexed on everybody who's listening?
Oh yeah, we was at the beach in the fucking winter.
At the beach during winter.
Yeah. I forgot about that. Yeah. I didn't even think about that.
At the beach during winter.
There's other places in snow. There's other places with snow.
People were surfing. The beach was packed.
Right here.
Yeah,
bro. I was looking through the window. What the fuck I'm talking about? The window. I had somebody with a big ass fucking floaty, like some swan ass floaty, walking to the pool.
Oh wow, that's only here, bro. That's
in February.
I love it.
In February,
only Florida, bro.
I love it.
That was like a couple weeks ago. So that was in February. I'm talking about like the water was ass. You know the water was ass.
Water had to be, bro, because the beach water was. I got used to it. Don't get me wrong. After a while, you always do. But that initial, you know, we've been to that beach before. We've gone in that water like, oh, it's warm and nice and clear.
Yeah.
It was cold. Brick, murky. Cold. It was a big ass fish I seen. One, you usually see like a school of little ones. This one looked like you wanted to hurt me.
Yeah.
I was scared. Yeah. So yeah, man. We went to the beach. That was a good time. Like it just reminded me like the fact that like this is accessible to us almost literally year round, and that's a wild concept because. Right now, if all three of us was to go up north, we are layered up.
Gloves on.
Anybody who dares say beach is a fucking sick-minded person.
What are you fucked up?
What is wrong with you? It's winter.
Yeah. But,
you're
white.
What?
I didn't say
or
it.
You're white.
I didn't say it.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we take it for granted.
We do, bro. We really do. Yeah, to be honest, we do take a lot of the amenities that Florida offers us. Like naturally.
Like normal.
Because we grew up here. Yeah. And I was thinking about that shit with them. Like, yo, bro, we're really out here during the winter. With no shirt in the sun. Like, what the fuck? Anyways, yeah, that was fun time. I enjoyed I
mean, that was pretty much all I did my last week.
That's still the Goat Beach, though?
Still the Goat Beach. Because we went to the right. We went back to the right.
Bro.
Like the left side, we've had the worst luck on. If y'all noticed. We got stung over there. Seaweed. Shit waves, the right fire waves, never know fucking.
And there's even if it's quote unquote packed, it wasn't even really that packed.
Yeah,
relatively speaking.
Yeah, it was relatively.
It's not like
packed,
Daytona Beach packed, or like Cocoa Beach, dirty ass coconuts. Packed. Yeah. All the dirty people go.
Yeah, there's a lot of STDs out there.
There's a lot of
fucking
D's.
Dirts.
I heard that.
A lot of D's there.
Yeah,
dirty,
dick, Danny, dong, dickety motherfuckers.
God.
What the fuck, bro? Okay. Anything else, Brizzy? Outside of your almost death experience?
No, I mean, I would say that would be that's my excitement for the last 2 weeks, brother. Nah, I didn't almost die. I just almost passed out, and then if I didn't get carted to the hospital, then I would have died. But that's it.
Yeah. I'm glad you didn't, bro, because I was super scared. The fact that I was only me and Alex as the other men. So Alex is about 90 pounds wet, and then I'm like 200 pounds, 5'4". So the inertias and how the weight ratio works would probably create a real difficult time to get this 6'5".
It's just like when you see something really heavy and you see two grown men standing with their hands in their hips.
I wasn't even worried about him. I was worried about my back, trying to help him out.
There's no way.
No way.
No way.
No way help this guy out.
That's a big.
I was
guy.
like, damn, I'm about to be a friend who lets his boys die because I can't.
Rest in peace.
I just gotta sit there and watch my man.
Imagine trying to drag him on that wood plank bridge with splinters and shit.
I'm gonna be like, get the fuck off me already.
Oh man,
just let me fucking die.
Yeah, the beach was great, man. I had a good time.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, you had anything in these last 2 weeks?
To be honest with you, the biggest thing for me is
catfish.
It works. Catfish. That's about it, man. Y'all can do with that what you will. I'm just trying to stay out of trouble, bro. I mean, at the end of the day,
what does that mean, Dels? You're always out of trouble. Does that mean like emotionally?
No, what I mean by I'm glad you asked. When I mean staying out of troubles, I'm trying to keep my life as peaceful as possible.
Okay.
So when there's people that bring negative energy around me, I get rid of those people.
Good.
You know? Good. So I'm just trying to stay out of trouble, just trying to keep my head down, and honestly, do everything in my power to quit my job.
Yeah.
So if you work with me and you listen to this right now, just know that my mission.
Help us quit, please.
No, forget the listeners. I just need to figure out a way for me.
Yeah.
That's just the reality.
Yeah.
Whether it be another job, whatever, I'm trying to get my way out that bitch. So if you hear me for my job, sorry, trying to be out.
I'm with you.
I'm trying to be out unless I find another reason not to be. But for now,
I'm trying to be out.
The thing is, for me, is like I don't know how to not put my name on things and be shitty at it. Like I can't put my name on something and be shitty at it. So if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it well. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like
it's your name next to it, bro.
Exactly. So like if when I work to my fullest, even if I don't want to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like,
no, I'm the same way.
I do the best I can, even if I don't want to be there because my name's attached to it.
Yeah, I fucking hate my job, but I try because I know I got to pay my bills, and plus the pride factor of like I can't have no shit work on my name. But I'm with you, bro. I feel you, man. Like we're all here. This is why we're here in this room together. It's like we're trying to make this our day job. We don't have to fucking answer anybody but us three.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, we love talking shit. That's something that we do well.
Yes.
And I think that we can provide something that could be meaningful to other people.
I'll be honest, man. I've been trying to look at like other podcasts in Orlando, and I don't find anybody who really does what we do. Like I don't find like I listen to podcasts and I try, and maybe I'm just being biased, and it could be that, but I feel like I don't hear synergy in a lot of casts. Like the conversations are forced between people.
I don't want to bring it back to this, but you gotta remember we've been friends for it's gonna be 20 years now.
Yeah, I agree. I'm saying that's kind of our advantage, right? Like that's what we can offer. Maybe that other shows can't. Maybe other shows are just people coming together trying to create something. And us is more like, well, we've been doing this for years. Now we just got a camera and a mic.
Frank, we met in 6th grade.
7th.
7th grade.
6th grade, I really didn't have any friends. I had like Chris and Jay.
Chris, yeah.
Laser Eye.
Chris and Jay were like my only friends. Yeah, Laser Eye Chris. Shout out to him.
So 7th. Okay, so then it'd be 19 years. Well, Al, I've been friends with. I've known Al since 2002. So 21 years.
Lakemont, no?
Yeah, 21 years. Yeah, bro. That's crazy.
Anyways.
Yeah.
Okay, so D says, trying to quit work. I like that. I'm trying to do the fucking same. Let's see. These last 2 weeks since we... All right. You guys want me to go morbid or more lighthearted?
Jesus.
Let's start morbid and then lighten it up.
All right, cool. So, right. Obviously, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, I want to say now, maybe a month, my aunt passed, right? So we got her cremated. And with cremation, if you guys are any knowledgeable how this works, they then ask you, what would you like to do with these remains? Usually people who cremate family members place them in an urn, right? So that is what we decided to do. And when I really got to the crux of this, like the process of death, because this is the first time I had somebody close to my family pass away to me. So like I don't know what's the process of death like after it. And the fact that like one, it's so weird that like funeral homes work like a business. Like they still kind of like have paperwork and shit like that. And it's like, fuck, dude, it just doesn't sit well with me when you have to sign something to get a family of remains of your family member. It's just something oddly weird about that. And then on top of that is like, I almost feel disrespectful to put somebody in a bottle, like in a vase. I don't know, man. It just doesn't sit well. I was driving with this thing and I'm thinking in my head, like, I have a whole dead body in my car. Is that not... That just creeps me out. And the fact that I just start sitting there, maybe this was me smacked as fuck, like, who said, you know what? I think people would like if we burn their family members' remains into dust and give it to them in a vase.
Saying it like that sounds crazy.
That must have been like 1,000 years ago.
Dude, but I'm trying to say, like, where did that concept come up from? Word. The concept of burial is more so, like, isn't that derived from, like, religion. I could be wrong. I don't know.
I think
Like,
burial had to do with people getting sick next to dead bodies, so they just decided to start burying them. And also burning them, too, because people started getting sick next to dead bodies, so they started to burning them. Okay. So I would say that would be it. Religion started the whole thing with the superstition of, you have to bury them for this and that, burn them for this.
That makes perfect sense. Mm-hmm. I still don't understand why put the remains in a vase.
So, like...
That's where I'm at with it, bro. I have a whole vase with Nyata's remains in it. I go in the room, and I'm like, dog, if I tip this over, she's on my floor. I know it's fucked up, but it's just how I feel.
I mean, it's just
I'm
like...
by myself thinking... It's just a new experience for me, bro. So I don't know how to react to this stuff. I'm just sitting there thinking like, fam, if I fucking...
Bro,
tip this over, my mom is gonna kill me.
Mm-hmm. Like literally,
that's like the most precious vase in your house. Like
this is literally the most precious thing in my house.
Yeah,
and it like scares me because like, what if one day I'm cleaning it? Poof.
Just having that.
They go to car. Poof. They go to crib. That's what made me think about it. I'm sorry. You're the one that's saying this shit, not me, bro.
Poof. They go to vase. Oh shit. But yeah, man. I didn't get to talk to anybody about this, guys. Like, I'm dealing with death alone in a way, and I feel like I'm doing pretty well. Like I try to be put humility in it. It's just funny to me. It's just like, yo, fam, someone really told somebody like this is a good idea.
I think
your dead
right
family in a fucking jar. Like,
I think Brian's right there. I think that makes the most sense.
Yeah.
Logically, people just started doing things to figure out how to get away from the dead ones.
Yeah.
But I mean, they obviously created religions with it and different. Like, look, like the Vikings used to like cart them out into the ocean or like in a canoe and then burn them. You know,
shoot the arrow.
The arrow and shit. Like supposedly that I don't know if that's dramatized. Probably is, but that's something. The arrow's probably a drama. Yeah, they probably just lit it and then rolled and then pushed it out.
Go to Valhalla, Brian.
Yeah.
I think it's just like
as warriors.
Yeah, we eat and feast together.
Like for example, let's say I was like 75 and I caught Alzheimer's.
Yeah.
Am I pronouncing that right?
Yes.
Alzheimer's. And I start to lose myself. Let's say I died 10 years later. Y'all will remember me at 75, not at 85. Yeah. So, like, the memoriam of that person, like, all you're doing is, like, having something you can remember them by. But the person that you knew died long before.
Yeah.
That. So, it's like, even a tombstone's the same thing. A tattoo would be the same thing. Or maybe even, like, a picture. You know what I mean? Like, at the end of the day, it's like, that urn's going to be a memoriam of her, but it's never going to be her.
Yeah.
So, even, God forbid, something were to happen to that urn, I got to cop out for you. That's the excuse. You're going to be like, just remember Nyata when she was her.
I like that. I'm going to use that one.
I got you, bro. See? I came up with it.
She's going to be like, shut up and dust that shit up and put it in another vase right now before I smack the shit.
That's when Nyata
my
would
mom
say.
should take like an empty ketchup bottle. You know, like, Hispanic ladies like to keep shit. Like, shoot.
Put it in a
She'll take the fucking Rouse pasta sauce and make me put it in there.
Don't tell me she put it into the country crock butter. Dog, don't ever disrespect your aunt like that. Don't ever disrespect. Don't tell me she gonna put her in the country
or the butter
butter
cookie tin.
Oh my god!
The butter cookie tin.
Yeah, that's bad Hispanic.
That has all the sewing.
Putting your family's remains in a fucking empty butter.
In the country crock.
It's a country.
And you go into you're looking for butter, nigga. You in the crib looking for
You spread that shit on your dick. Yo, fam. Nah,
again, poof, nigga. God damn.
That's some sick shit.
That's
dog.
you, Frank. You make me think about all these scenarios. Fuck. I never even thought about that. I deadass never thought about that.
I honestly,
I've always things I think about, bro, by myself. I be Dolan, fucking Alexis don't like she'll just look at me stupid, and I'm like, man, I wish somebody was here who understands my fucking stupidity. But I just thought of that, and it's like now it's in my house. Clearly, we're gonna take it to Panama.
Okay, that's what's up.
Yeah, we're gonna eventually do it. Not this year, but we'll do it. And yeah, it's just I see it every day. Like I just go see it. Just I don't know. It's a weird thing for me. I just go in there and like look at it and just to make sure. I don't know if it's because I'm scared there might be some ghosts.
Oh my god!
I don't know, dog. I don't know.
It's not gonna be
I get
haunted.
these ideas, bro, and I just go in there.
Think
and I see the urn, and I'm like,
Think about what are you gonna say, Dust?
Yeah, dude.
No, just think about it like this. Like, it's just like what I said. It's like a memoriam. You're just like remembering who she was. Like, it gives you an opportunity to reflect by seeing that. It's just a reminder.
I agree to that. I'll go in the morning and I'll just look at it, and it does like remind me of her. I will say that. Like, we kind of made a little memorial with it too. Like, have a bunch of her pictures, and my mom, my mom has all her religious stuff there.
Yeah. Yeah, bro.
Yeah, it's a very weird place I'm in my life when it comes to death. It's the first time I ever really had death that close. Obviously, besides Kenny's passing and Titi Myrna's passing, but like a direct family member. And for me, I'm okay, but like watching my mom, like I'm more so cognizant of how my mom is, like just making sure she's fine, because you never know, dog. People always could be good on the outside, and inside they all fucked up. Like she puts on a great persona of she's tough, so but you just never know, dog. So yeah, I know that was the morbid part. I just want to see what you guys thought about that one.
Do you guys know how you guys want to do it?
What? How I want to
pass? Like how you guys want to do my funeral?
No, cremated, like or not.
Yeah, cremate me. I want y'all to smoke me.
Right.
Roll me up. Put me in that gas.
I'm not gonna smoke you, nigga. You
I'm
like how high? Remember how high? They took their man's
and then they went to Harvard.
And they grew a weed plant out of his body. Y'all smoked me, and then boom,
Harvard.
Get bigger dicks.
yo.
Yo. You gonna shoot me, bro?
Yo, you crazy for offering that, nigga.
You gonna shoot me?
You crazy.
Huh?
You're the crazy one, not me.
So basically what Bryan said, if they always ask those stupid hypotheticals on Instagram and shit. So the hypotheticals, if you can kill your mans to get a bigger meat,
Bryan,
there'll be a lot of dead people in this. There'll be a lot of dead people in this motherfucker. I'll tell you that.
Damn,
not just from me. I'm just saying, like if you gave that decision to any nigga, there'll be a lot of dead motherfuckers.
There's a lot of insecure men out there that's ready to do that. Huh?
Ready like me.
That's funny. That's
hilarious.
Okay. Let's see. All right, lighter note. What else happened to me, guys? Beach was fun. Okay.
For sure.
Let's see. Oh, I tried a new sushi spot. Absolutely. I told Bryan about it. I haven't told you, Dels. So, it's made by the people who made Domu, right? He has 3 restaurants out here. He's the 2 susurus that Bryan actually went to one of them. You didn't mention that. And then this new sushi place, right? And it's an 8-person standing bar, so it's like you're standing around the chefs and they're preparing the food, and they'll give you each piece individually. It's basically a course meal, but you pick your course. So it's like a long sheet of different types of sushi, grilled, torch, shit like that.
Okay.
And it's my first time having it like that, and I gotta say, man,
it was good.
I really believe Orlando's on the come up with food. Like, Orlando
been saying that.
Nah, but now it's even more like, because Orlando at a point was commercialized, like Chili's, Applebee's, Orlando Ale House is like 5 of them on every other block, like
that. And that was the hometown. That was the hometown restaurant.
Things that are like everybody else has. But now Orlando's like kind of creating a culinary like scene with more individual mom and pop places, and I'm noticing it. And it's nice, man. And I'm be honest, the sushi I had there probably was literally the best sushi I've ever had. Ever. And I'm talking about even the one time I had it in Tokyo. Like, the Tokyo place I had was good, but it was like a cheaper spot. This place in Orlando, it's expensive. Like, it's kind of what you would pay for that, but it was worth every dollar, man. It was worth the food experience is great, because you're also talking to the chef, and they're telling you what's in it, stuff like that. They're recommending sake to pair with it. Absolutely delicious. It's called Edo Boys. It's over there on Thornton Park, but it's small, man. You have to get reservations. That's why I was trying for so long to get them. And I got them for me and Alexa's birthday. This is how I know it was good. Alexis doesn't like raw fish like that. She doesn't. Like, it's very rare for her to like.
So
she likes tuna.
So you booked it for you?
I really did. I really did, but I also wanted her to experience because obviously us 3 here plus, we're trying to book a trip next year for Japan, and I'm like, yo, this is really how they serve it to you. Like, this is the real way, and she fucking loved it. Like, for her to leave that place with saying it was amazing, that to me says a lot.
Yeah,
like,
bro.
that to me says what they're doing in this restaurant fucking works.
Yeah,
and
bro.
it was delicious. And I know you guys would love that shit too.
Yeah, bro.
But I would highly suggest that that's something you either go by yourself or you choose a special person to go with you.
Hell yeah.
You don't just go willy-nilly. Like, you...
Can I ask you a
nice,
question?
Man. Yeah.
Couple questions. First thing, did you eat with your hands?
You can. You
You're
could pick
to.
it up if you want to. Yes, with your hand, but I use chopsticks. So.
Okay, that's the first question I had. Second, do you realize you fucked yourself?
Why?
Because she's gonna like sushi now. Now you have to pay for that shit.
And I paid for it that night, and I was like, well, good thing this shit, the reservations go out quick. So she's like, I don't even want to eat nowhere else unless it's like that place. I'm like, yes, that means we're not gonna spend money more.
Oh, okay. So you slid on that.
Yeah, I slid on that.
All right.
So what I was gonna say, the spot that we went to, it was just like a pile of fucking raw fish, bro. That shit was really good.
He went. He went to one of the restaurants that the guy. I would like to meet this chef dude, but anyways. And that spot, Delson got to go there too. He hasn't been in an hour.
You talking about the old Pizza Hut?
Yes. You got to go there, bro. Super good. Drinks are good, bro. Cheap. It's good, man.
Oh, yeah, that's where we went instead of, what you call it?
Eddie V's?
Eddie V's. Yeah, that shit was really good, bro.
Yeah. Fucking Eddie V's.
Yeah, fucking Eddie. Wow, well, let's speak about that. That's crazy, right? Like, we didn't even talk. We had that whole, we went back to Eddie V's and together, and we didn't find it the same. Well, let me clarify. Everybody but me didn't find it as good. I thought it was still good, but I understood where everybody was coming from in a sense of like it didn't wow me. Like
I'm glad I missed out then.
But it may have wowed you, Bryan, because it had been your first time.
My first time.
Yeah,
right.
I'll tell you, there was shortcomings in the dishes that we had, and I'm not like a snob at all. I eat whatever, but that
whoa
with the glass.
Do that again? Oh my god! Two of them
with the glass.
With the glass.
That lobster tail tastes old to me.
Oh, that's what it is. It's just probably different chef now. Some management different.
It was the same meal options.
Yeah.
But it just seemed old to me, and that's disappointing.
Yeah.
When you go to a spot that's like nice like that, and you pay $200 for yourself,
you'd
expect
prefer. You pay for yourself. You pay that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
happy.
I went
this
crazy,
man bought $40 drinks. I was like, oh, we back in Vegas.
Ew.
Nah, I got a bunch of drinks, bro.
Yeah.
Damn.
What I didn't tell you about that dinner that you probably know now. Well, you'll notice now that I'm telling you. I had half an edible when I went over there.
For real? How did that make you feel, bro?
Hungry.
Yeah.
That's why I spent so much.
How that made you feel hungry?
I was just hungry because I only had half, so I was like, I was straight, but I was just hungry.
Yeah.
Like I was starving.
Yeah, I only had, dog. Yeah. We want a dose. You got to take the whole dose.
Nah, how about this?
And be like this. Look. Be like this. We be at Eddie V's like this, vibrating, boy.
Eddie V's kind of played me low key. Now I'm thinking about that shit. Hold on.
They played you.
We stood at the beginning. And by the way, everybody who's listening, if you're not in the Orlando area, Eddie V's is like viewed as a prime restaurant in the Orlando area. Like it's an Orlando staple steakhouse, if you would say. And they had us, one, we had reservations for weeks. Two, they had us waiting 20 minutes. Granted, they did give us all champagne for the wait, but still, that never happened last time. We was off rip on our reservations going. Second, they asked me to take my hat off when I went to go sit in the table, right? So I was like, you know what? Fine establishment. I'm going to be upstanding citizen.
And then they come in with old lobster?
Nah, fam. So we go sit down, eat. Bro, and motherfucking some random dude with his girl go sit in the table right next to us and he got a fitted on. And nobody said nothing.
What?
And I said, what the fuck? I said, oh no, I'm out of snitch. Why these motherfuckers? I thought that was crazy. So, yeah, I don't know. It wasn't as good as my birthday experience, but it was still good. Outside of that, Yeah, I don't think I would go back right now. I think I got to take some time off. I need to spend $200 somewhere else.
To me, it's just really about what you alluded to earlier, where you said about the Orlando food scene.
Yeah.
I keep seeing these videos online about different places.
Yes.
Like that pizza spot. So there's a page online. I'll shout them out if I could, but there's a page online that shouted out 7 to 8, 9. I think it was a 7 or 9.
Top 7 pizza places.
I didn't even know there was good pizza in Orlando.
And
they all look smoked. They look fire.
I didn't even see it, but I know what you're talking about. And I'm with you. I'm like, I didn't even know there's good pizza out here.
Yeah.
I've been asking for good pizza. I just ate shit Tombstone at home today.
Bro. Diablo.
I ate Domino's yesterday. I ate Domino's yesterday. That was the worst Domino's I probably had.
Was that with you?
Yeah, that was the other day on Saturday.
But so
I didn't like that.
I didn't want to say anything. I didn't.
I didn't like them Domino's.
For those
it
that
just
don't,
wasn't good. I mean, sometimes it is, sometimes it's not.
For those that don't live in Orlando, everybody thinks that Orlando is just Disney World and fucking and Universal.
Yeah.
But what we're talking about is the East Side, which is more local, and there's a lot of great food spots on the East Side, and that's really where the culture's starting to. There's like a little scene, like a little hipsterish scene
Very
that's coming.
Much so, yes.
That's coming to Orlando.
It is definitely
it's here.
growing.
It's been here for years, but it's on the East Side and it's growing. Right. Yes. There's some great soul food spots on the West Side, though.
Speaking of soul food spots, there's a place. You guys got to try it. It's over there. I don't know if you're probably never in the area, but it's over there by the Orlando Health Hospital, kind of close to Pulse, on that same orange block, like past downtown. It's called House of Mac. I don't know if you've seen any TikTok, but it's literally just a place of
yes,
mac and cheese, and they make different types of mac and cheese, banging, and it's black owned.
Oh, I haven't.
Yeah, it's good.
I like that. One more thing. So when you guys go into an establishment for food, what are the things you're looking for? Because for me, it can't be swept up. If it's like a walk-in place.
You want a dirty spot?
If it's a walk-in place, if it's a restaurant, that's a different conversation. But in a walk-in place, that's the conversation I'm relegating this to.
Okay.
It can't be swept up. And they got to be so busy that they never make eye contact with you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then their ordering system has to be super old school. They have to have the older C tapes. If they have those 3, 5.
Yeah. Nigga, you hear that shit go clink, 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 clink. You hear that cash register go, boy.
Yeah, that's probably the number one thing I look is like volume. Like
yeah. If it's busy,
even if it's a dingy spot, if there's people there,
that means
that food is slapping.
There's something there that's good. Yeah, for sure.
That's good. If there's
even if the spot don't look nice, and it's full of people, that means it's good for sure.
And when they screen things back to the kitchen that don't even make sense to you, but it makes sense to them,
it's fire.
You already know.
Let me get a raccoon dead slamming hole.
Oh shit,
raccoon! Slam a hole up. Go ahead, fuck me with a Clorox and a zebra. 2 zebras fuck me in the ass up.
2 zebras. God damn that ass. Wow, boy.
That ass what?
Why does Frank Brain go there?
I don't know, bro.
The zebra.
He thinks that's random. He thinks things fucking him in the ass is random. That's where his brain goes to. That's why.
Why you gotta be fucking my ass?
I don't know whose else ass it gonna be. You said bye.
God damn. Okay, sorry, we beer.
Yeah, sorry, but anyways, yes, the Orlando food scene is definitely on the come up, and I'm loving it. It's the only reason I even drive back. If it's not the podcast, I'm only driving back to go eat food and then see Bryan.
Oh. Heard.
Yeah, I don't think I've. Anything else has come up these past weeks this past week since we've been off for me per se. The Earn thing was pretty weird. Beach was fun. Yeah, nothing else, man. Oh, I've noticed that I think I'm at the point now where I'm at that that age that I just can't listen to rap no more, man. I'm trying. I'm really
been
trying.
Like that for a minute, bro.
Huh?
I've been like that for a minute.
For real? Well, it's more so I'm at the age where I can't find my where I can attach myself to it. Fuck, how do I? Something that resonates with me. The music doesn't resonate with me like it used to. I don't know. I try to listen to rap. Who I listened to recently?
Blueface?
Don Toliver. Phenomenal album. Not the newest one, but I tried because I didn't hear the second one. And the second one's gas.
The red one.
But even then, listening is fuck, Frank in 2019 would fucking play this like crack.
No,
Like,
that one resonates with me.
Well, I'm just saying, me personally,
Living
it's just
out
like, I don't know because my life's changed of how I do things, but like the music sounds good. Don't get me wrong, but it's not something I'm just coming back.
Washed
to.
up, my
like,
friend.
Right?
Welcome.
Like Delson could tell you, Dels. Come on, how many times I listen to Paris Morton music in the house?
I care not to answer.
My boy knows the chorus just because I used to play it so much. So like, music doesn't make me feel that way anymore, and I don't know. It's just if it's because of my age or maybe it's the music itself. But like, I love Travis Scott. You know what I'm saying? But I listen to Travis Scott sometimes now, and I'm like, man, it's not hitting the same. Maybe it's because I heard the songs a million times, but I don't know. I don't know if it's maybe my age. I don't know if I wanted to bring that to y'all attention. I want to see how you guys think, because I know Delson still listens to music, but at the same time, you actually are on the move. Me,
well,
I don't have anything to like listen to with like I'll get turned up, and then the next thing, I'm just looking at my dog sitting in front of me.
So I'll tell you honestly, bro. Like, I'm in the same boat as you. It's not very different for me.
Yeah.
I think it's just really where our age is at. Like, I can't get up to, I like the trap shit. The only time I listen to those with like heavy bass and beats and shit that doesn't make any sense, like word after
you're not
word.
on your Ice Spice wave.
I don't even think that's music. But
TikTok
it's
would say
only at the
different.
gym. At the gym,
Yeah.
like the gym is where I listen to like the Futures, the Little Babies,
Okay.
the 21s, like that, like the trappish kind of genre, right? But
The
like
older trap artists, to be honest, Dallas.
it's our age bracket, bro. Like the newer shit, I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
Like I saw on Complex, they got an artist by the name of Yeet, Yeat. I don't know who that is.
Never heard of him. Don't even know. Yeet?
I've heard of
Yeet.
Yeet before.
Yeet, like
Yeet, and he white, right?
he's white, yeah. And he like
I've
wears,
heard of him before.
but he's like a really popular artist, and a lot of younger people are fucking with him, and a lot of kids like him. And I've heard his songs on the TikToks, and I can see why people like him for that age bracket, but it just will never click with me.
Yeah.
I don't think he's bad. I just don't think it's for me.
Doesn't gotta hear. Woke up this morning. That's what he gotta hear. Got yourself a gun. Yeah.
No, not really. I haven't listened to that song in years, bro. If YouTube can,
that's the John Wick.
right now.
That's what that was John. That's the John Wick. That was on the John Wick trailer, like the background song.
The
for
new
that.
one?
Yeah.
That's fire.
hard.
Yeah. That was the music. That's why I brought it up, because it reminded me. That shit was dope.
I mean, let's like it'll have to be like that Benny the Butcher Griselda, like slower rap. That's the only rap that I can listen to. That rap is what I can listen to, right? Like Pusha, like we already know that slower, like
Slow
lyrical miracle shit is what I can listen to on the rap side. Otherwise, I'm listening to softer shit like Don Toliver, like St. John.
You like a little more melodic stuff now.
Now, like it's just something that I can listen to, put on the speaker, and I'm doing shit around the house.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like Black, I like shit like that. Like I don't really listen to a lot of things with a lot of bass and a lot of shit unless I'm at the gym. If I'm at the gym, all bets are off. It's either gonna be really, really trappy or like Kill Your Mother music. You know. Like, you know what it is. Like Black Sabbath, Metallica. Right. Yeah. System of a Down I listen to at the gym. It just depends on what day it is.
What about you, bro? Why do you feel like you don't listen to music as much? Because when we were growing up, us three, we were huge music.
Yeah, we were the ones that kept everyone on the
come to your house
line.
Oh, before you leave, did y'all hear that Lil Wayne shit? With the DMX sample?
That DMX sample shit.
That shit is sidebar, but that shit is fire.
All I need is a beat in the DMX sample.
Yo, he killed that. He killed that. Okay, go ahead. My bad, bro.
Nah, that shit was hard. And your shirt too. That's fire.
And it's almost crazy that he still raps like that when I feel like Wayne, like
he sounds.
We're not the music podcast, by the way. I just find it crazy that he raps like that still, bro. And it almost feels like he purposely removes himself from the world.
He doesn't give a fuck.
He doesn't give a fuck.
He doesn't have to prove anything.
For me, it's like I don't know how in touch he is with life, but then when he raps, he literally reminds you how in touch he is with life.
Yeah.
Because he raps about relevant shit. And you're like, oh, Wayne does know this.
Yeah.
Oh, he knows fucking people use it like he'll
Use
write a
reference
lyric where
reference shit.
he'll reference like a slang word vibes in a way that he's like, I don't use it this way, but I see how y'all using it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
And he'll throw that shit in there, bro.
I don't get how
all these little babies.
Yeah, a man whose fucking brain is so fried. Still that sharp.
I think he just like at the end of the day for him.
Like
and sorry
Picasso,
that
right?
we never got to you, Bryan, but
Go ahead.
I just feel like Lil Wayne's one of those type of people that he's just so good at it that he doesn't have anything to prove, bro. And he just did it. He says that's literally the chorus of the song. That's just really what he thinks. He just doesn't have to do it. Yeah. He has put out a lot of music that's not good though.
That is true.
Yes.
But at the same time, it's like when he wants to, when he feels like rapping, that motherfucker does whatever he wants to do.
Yeah,
I know we don't like that song, Bryan, but that's actually one of his biggest hits.
Well, How to Love? Yeah, I know.
That's like a very big hit.
I know, but how he sings that song gets me tight.
We all hated it.
Gets me tight.
We all hated it. We wanted mute and mutilation. Lil Wayne. We didn't want hello.
Yeah, I want to. Yeah, exactly. Mute and mutilation. What?
They don't know about that.
Niggas don't know about that shit.
Yeah, speaking of that too, like back to like what D was talking about, like we don't know who's famous and what's
that's what it is.
Famous. This is a segue, so if you want to timestamp this one, Bryan. I was reading something where these people were at a SZA concert, right? They were at a SZA concert, and there was a crowd of fans that looked like a younger crowd, maybe early 20s. They were going crazy over someone in the crowd who's an influencer on TikTok. And the person who was recording it was like, yo, this is crazy. I've never seen people go that crazy over someone who's just specifically famous off of social media. And I thought about that. I was like, yo, granted, that's kind of like what we're trying to do. Not really be successful in that space. But I thought about it, was like, yo, where has the changing of the guards, where now we're finding, random people who do things that we can all do like that. Like they were screaming over this person, bro. Like if she was SZA. And I just couldn't understand it. Because it's like, all right, I understand SZA. She's a fucking amazing, talented musician. But this person who just showed you how to braid her hair in 5 minutes, and no offense, I don't know what this person does on their TikTok. I'm just speaking in a sense of what influencers technically do on these social media platforms. They just show people that they do the same things, just how they do them.
Well, it's curating a lifestyle to me is like the best way I can explain an influencer. Like to be like, I got up today, look at my breakfast, blah, blah, blah. And they'll be like, oh, look at this is my gym workout. And then they'll show a couple squat videos. And they'll be like, all right, now I'm off to get my after. Yeah. Like they just curate their life in a way that's interesting to a lot of people. And it might be mundane. Like we would never know. If I had somebody follow each one of us around with a camera, they may think our life is just as interesting, or they may not. But that person's figured out a way to position it to entertain people with that curation. So it's entertainment at the end of the day. No different than real world back in the 90s.
Right. Now, this is actually leading to the question I was going to ask you guys. Being that you guys have children that are growing up in this new social media wave that we didn't have, right? Like the people we not looked up to, but we kind of glorified was I think it's because I didn't put this up. I just
try to move it closer towards you.
Yeah.
You don't have to lean in. Just move it like this.
We didn't champion. The people we championed were the people who like were talented in some space or brought something to us that we couldn't get somewhere else. Like you just finished saying it, like Wayne's music. We knew we couldn't get Wayne's music anywhere else because Wayne is such a unique artist. Mm-hmm. But these influencers, back to what Dawson's saying, is like, in a sense, in a way, we almost all live the same life or couldn't do the same things or allowed to if we're able to, right? Mm-hmm. And like seeing the way those kids were reacting to her, I almost felt this sense of like, oh, this is dangerous. This is different because back to what you said.
She's not doing nothing.
I don't know anything else. I don't know anything about that person. But the children do. They know exactly who and what she does. Again, I'm not trying to cast an aspersion on this person. I'm just using her. I don't even know her name. Just using her as an example. Like, what if there's influence? It's like, now I got into like a parent bag. Obviously, I'm not a parent, but I try to put myself in that space of like, well, I would be very scared if my daughter or son had a social media website and they were just following someone who was famous because that influencer is either molding or manipulating the way the kid thinks.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Not directly, but showing them, hey, this is my life. This is how I live every day.
It's
because how I do it. This is like nothing. And maybe they're just showing them what they want them to, like what you want the viewer to see.
Mm-hmm.
And then it just molds this perception of you. Like all we can know that influencers that those girls or those kids were going crazy about, like really, and what if they're a fucking pedophile? Like you don't know. I just started thinking of that as like, it's hard for us to be like, well, even though that we've come across celebrities who've come out the closet in a sense of like fucking weird shit, like molesters and fucked up shit. But like that's on such a magnifying scale that everybody has eyes on it. These influencers, like,
it could be anybody.
It could be anybody.
That's
you know what I'm saying? So I was thinking of that. I'm like, fuck, what if people thought of that if like being Bryan and Delson? Like,
I get what
you're sit here and listen to us. They don't really know us.
Right.
Yeah, but we're not any of the things that you alluded to,
of course
by the way.
not. Oh, no,
but
of course
what
not. I'm just saying from a parent standpoint.
I get what you're saying, but you got to also consider that they just have a different talent than the people that we followed growing up. Their talent just happens to be curating their life and showing it in a way that people like it. Yeah. Same way, Lil Wayne is very talented at rapping, obviously. He's not talented at looking normal. Like he just looks like a goblin. Like he deadass
looks like a fucking his own character.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like he just looks, not to be disrespectful to him, but he just looks a little dingy. You know, like he just doesn't look like he cares about himself.
Crackhead, yes, okay.
Yeah,
move on.
So, so like it does. I'm not saying he's a bad person or anything, but like any of these people can be very talented. I'll use R. Kelly as an example. His talent happens to be in music. He wasn't a good person, and that's why he's doing 20. That could be the same for them, the same way it is for this person that's talented in curating, content for people online. It's no different. I don't really think it's that different. It's just a different thing that we just don't understand. I don't understand. Like, for example, I'll use the name Billy Bob. Billy Bob doesn't know why we like Lil Wayne. And Billy Bob doesn't understand why we like R. Kelly, right? Mm-hmm. As far as his music talent.
Yeah.
And then Billy Bob is like, oh, my kid likes that music. And now this dude's a molester. He's about to do 20 years. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's no different than having somebody follow an influencer that we don't understand. And we're now different. Billy Bob. And then that influencer could be a good person or not a good person. We don't know.
Yeah, you're right. But I also think this is the difference between that. Let's stay with the R. Kelly. Like, R. Kelly wasn't singing and I Believe I Can Fly, hey, touch little girls. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, the music of who the really person wasn't perpetuating who he really was behind that.
I don't know. There's some songs, dog. He be throwing them.
Move your body like a snake, man.
Yo, no. The other one, the one that is like, your body's telling me no. No. Is my mind's telling me no, but my body. His body was telling him yes, nigga. That shit was weird.
That is a very, I agree. That is a controversial lyric, but I'm saying it's not like R. Kelly's trying to say, hey, rape is good. You know what I'm saying? There can be influencers out there that try to mold those different ways. And not everybody's like that. I just think it's dangerous.
Is there a case like that? Maybe is there a case like that?
What?
That an influencer said something that's harming to kids?
This
kind of goes, or at least teenagers?
This kind of goes with the... remember, didn't we talk about that? Remember I told you guys about that documentary, Stolen Youth?
You told me that. You told me about it this weekend. But and I actually started watching. It wasn't on the cast, and I actually started watching it today.
Okay.
It's kind of crazy. But go ahead.
It's kind of crazy.
Talk
Anyways,
about it.
but yeah, D, there's a documentary, right, called Stolen Youth. Mm-hmm. And it's basically this dude who comes out of prison, right? He goes to his daughter's college dorm. And he basically makes friends with all the college dorm kids and all of them. Bro, and somehow he just starts manipulating the kids to like live with him. And they live in like an apartment in New York, bro. And it's like 8 of them in this little ass apartment. Mm-hmm. And he starts like almost like grooming them to become like a sex cult. It's fucking crazy. But anyways, like I watched that and I'm like, yo, how does 5 to 8 college students get warped like that, man?
Yeah. All at the same time.
And that's where I'm back with the influencer thing. It's just like, fam, if I was a parent and my kid had social media, I know your kids are too young, but I would go crazy. I would be scared. Like, who the fuck they talking? Like, who wrote my girl? Like, who wrote my son? It's just the way I think. I'm not saying everybody's bad.
Those poor parents, bro. The Spanish lady and the Spanish dude,
they were Dominican out of the Bronx, man. And I felt so bad because you could tell they were very loving parents with their kids, dog. And all their kids was nice kids. I know we're kind of going off on a tangent, but yeah. If you haven't had the chance, watch it. Stolen Youth on Hulu. Crazy. Pretty good. Hulu. Yeah.
But staying on topic. And going back to the topic, I seen actually this video the other day. It was kind of weird. It was a video talking about this influencer that he was like, that he's how can I say this? He appears to be a part of a certain community that's very protected right now. And
the LGBTQ plus,
that one.
Okay.
And he I don't know. It seems like I'm saying. I mean, if you see the guy, you would be able to assume the same. But anyway, I just don't like this guy because he's like online telling like kids to like not listen to their parents, do whatever. Like he trying to make it sound like he's positive. He's like, yo, I'm here to listen to you. You could talk to me. Like he stays quiet on the video, and then he'll like, yo, this shit is creepy. If you watch it, you'll be like, what the fuck? And he'll be telling them like, and he's doing certain things that supposedly that's what like people that are trying to like be manipulative to like kids to do like weird like pedophile-y things to them. And apparently one thing that pedophiles do is like separate you from your parents.
Yes.
And
that's the number one thing.
Yeah, and that's what he was doing. He would tell them like don't listen to them, do whatever you want to do, move out. Like he's telling them, I listen to you, I actually love you. I like shit like that, bro. And that video was creepy as fuck. And it's like this lady talking about how TikTok is just allowing this shit.
Yeah.
They won't allow like you to say some weird, they won't allow you to say some racist shit, right? Or even if they think it's something that's controversial, quote unquote, but they'll turn around and just let some dude talk to your kids like in a weird ass way like that. Like if you guys watch the videos, you guys will get chills because it's dead ass strange.
I didn't see the video, but I've heard of stories of this, bro. Yeah. Like kids finding these influencers, these TikTok people, and it's just going down some of the times the wrong path.
Yeah.
There is good stuff on. I'm not going to say social media is a double-edged sword, man. It's good and bad. It's what you look. It's just what sucks. And granted, TikTok did come out with a new rule where they allow parents, if you want to give your child the ability to go on TikTok, that if you put in their age, TikTok will only allow them to be on an hour a day.
That's a lot still.
It is a lot. You are right, D. It is a lot. It is. Damn, you're fucking right. An hour, you can do a lot.
I don't let my kids on TikTok at all.
Well, good. Well, but that's my point. It's just like, yeah, man. I don't know. I just be thinking about y'all because I don't have kids. So for me, it's like, like in my head, I don't know what I would do in these situations. So
yeah, just keep in mind, like you have to control the controllables.
Yeah.
So you got to make sure that they understand these things, and also that you are providing a foundation for them to try to make best decisions for themselves.
Yeah.
That's all you can do. Because, like, as far as me and Bryan and I growing up, we were led to be street smart, as were you. And that just with our circumstances in life, but as well as our parenting. So, like, putting them in a position to win is the only thing you can do.
Yeah.
And just, I mean, because you can't watch them 24/7. It's just a reality.
Especially how kids are so, like,
no,
I feel like kids growing up, y'all kids is probably way smarter than what we were growing up. Like, no lie.
You gotta
like, they're so much more aware of the world. It's crazy.
You gotta tell them, don't be talking to strangers, all that shit.
Dog, anytime I talk to Em and Mace, man, when I talk to them, they fucking blow my mind. Because in my head, I think of, like, a child that age, like how I was, just, like, so innocent, and I just knew about, like, games or fucking cartoons. Like, Mace and Emma know, like, outside of that, like they know that video games are fantasy that are made by people.
Yeah.
I was growing up, like for me, video games is my fantasy. Like I love that bitch. Like it's a wild thing to see how intelligent kids are growing up now. Like it's crazy, and I know for you guys, it's probably scary in a sense of like, fuck. Like how do I prevent certain things reaching my child? And
maybe I'm ignorantly confident, but I'm like I feel like my kids are on a good path.
Good.
That's just simply because. Just how they are, and then also just me and then their mom trying to keep them in the right path.
I just be honest with them. I just
straight up.
I mean,
talk to them.
You have to talk to them like just like you and me.
Would you guys say that's probably like one of your, if you had to give like a new parent advice, like just
talk
be
to your kids,
open and honest with your children.
Yeah,
talk
for
to your kids
and have them, because if you give them that confidence, like I always say, if you give them that confidence, that trust, they'll always trust you.
The confidence isn't the word in English.
If you give it the confianza, if you give them the trust, I say confidence.
When you're saying you give them that confidence in English, it doesn't translate the same.
But you give them confidence still. Like you give them confidence in trusting me. Like you give them I give them they're able to trust me and tell me shit that They'll be more open to talk to me than to talk to their mom, for sure. I know that for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I've literally
talk to them eye to eye.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
That's awesome.
That's good, man. I agree. I think if I was to be a parent anytime, hopefully in the future, I think that's how I would be too. Like I just want to be open and honest with my kids. So hopefully in the future, they're open and honest with me. Like, yo, Dad, I smoked weed in the school one time. I didn't mean to do it. You know how it goes. You never mean to do this shit, but
Nah.
Let me see.
I didn't like it either.
Let me see it.
Well, let me see that shit.
Nigga, you got that boom, nigga. And this shit what? Mama ass dealer. Who you dealing? Let me go hit him. No. I know you want to say it. Okay. Anyways, I just wanted to. I thought that was interesting only because we're in that same space, kind of. We're not influencers, clearly, and I'm not trying to influence anybody's life. I just want to know, fuck, are we ever gonna get to a level of fame like that?
No. Also, you got to consider you just don't want to be. We got to consider what we say when we say things. Yeah. Sometimes you don't know how people can take it.
That's true. Yeah. Are you guys ready for Quick Hits?
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh. All right, let's go. All right, my brothers. I want you guys to give me your first thought when I say this, okay? What do you guys feel about Ja Morant trying to leave the league?
He's trying to leave?
Yes, he's the first person to ever try to make it out the NBA to the hood.
Trying to make it back.
So do you guys know what's going on? Maybe Bryan doesn't. Do you guys know what's going on?
All I think when I hear Ja Morant, go ahead and explain it, and I'll tell you. Okay. Never mind. It will make more sense.
Bryan, you don't know. So Ja Morant's an NBA player, right?
I know what
really fucking good, okay?
Yeah.
Ja Morant, as of recent, had a video that came out. Mind you, this video,
Wait a minute. Hold on. Did he rape?
No, Bryan. Jesus. Oh. He didn't rape nobody.
Oh,
what's wrong with
this
you?
This is the NBA, so I just put 2 and 2 together. Sorry.
It's the NBA. You know what they do over there, the basketball players. They get a little loose in the goose. Nah. So he's had, or his most recent incident is, he legit goes on his IG live in a club. It looked like a strip club, mind you. And he's singing, I think, NBA Youngboy, to be honest. He's rapping it. And then he shows off on his IG live a gun in his hand. He's showing it off. He got the blick on him. And that somehow leaked. I don't know how this IG live leaked the way it did. But I'm assuming because someone either screen recorded it or whatever.
Yeah.
But I don't get why he did that. Anyways, but before that, Bryan, he has 2 other incidences. One, he was allowing a pickup game at his home, right? And apparently he snuffed a 17-year-old kid because they was talking shit in basketball. 17-year-old kid, and he waved the gun at him. He showing the kid yo, I got that thing, you want to play with me or something like that. That's one. Second thing, there was an NBA game. His team plays for the Grizzlies versus the Indiana Pacers, right? Then they're in Memphis. The Pacers staff, when they were leaving the game, said that his entourage, started harassing them and then started pointing what seemed to be gun lasers at them. This is an NBA, another team staff saying this.
So kick this nigga out the fucking league.
So those 2 things happen, and now the IG thing happens, right?
Yeah.
So mind you, Nike just signed this guy, Bryan. They just signed him. Just gave him the first shoe, bro. He has a fucking shoe that's like $400, not the original, like, but he has a customized one of his shoes. It's like $400 right now because it has like Swarovski crystals and Nike. Check. Anyways, but you could just tell like Nike's trying to hold hard market this man. Whenever you fucking put crystals in your shoe, fucking you're trying to do something here.
Right.
So with that said, now he's suspended indefinitely. He then came out with like a quote saying, I'm sorry for my actions. I know I'm going to take some time away from the team because I need help. Mind you, I don't know what type of help you need. But he does all this, he says all these things, right? And like the crux of the issue here is what I just finished telling Dels is like he's the first person trying to leave the NBA to the hood is because he actually grew up well. Like he grew up in a two-parent family home.
That be the
he
one.
Has a house.
Bro.
He has pictures where he's straight up in boat shoes and polos in a nice yard with his family.
That's exactly be the ones. That be the ones that be trying to flaunt that life when they not about that life.
So I'm sitting there.
I hear him
like,
saying sorry.
I don't
and
think
shit.
I've ever seen a situation where I've seen someone legit continuously shoot themselves in the fucking foot.
I've seen it one time.
Who, D? Who? Antonio Brown?
No.
Because Antonio Brown was nice.
It was a guy by the name of Clarence. Clarence had a real nice marriage.
No, Clarence's parents had a real nice marriage.
Clarence's parents had a real nice marriage. Papa Doc.
Fucking Papa Doc.
Did you see the video of them?
They did that. They did that, Delson. You didn't see that video?
No.
I thought you did. That's why you said
That's
it.
why I thought you said it.
No.
That's fire.
When I heard the Ja Morant thing, I immediately thought Clarence.
They did, and they showed the pictures of him doing it too.
I swear to God, there is a video out right now that
exact same
Ja
thing.
Morant is Clarence and Eminem is going at
That's
him.
That's the same thing. Deadass.
I swear to God, I've never seen it.
They showed the pictures of him.
I
swear to God, I've never seen it. I just thought
when I went to Cranbrook, that's a private school.
They show his school. They show him with real good parents. They show the picture of him with his parents
smiling mad big. It's like, yo, how can you
flaming him?
Yeah. How are you flaming him for having a good life though?
Yeah,
but I see what it is though.
But what do
He's
you
doing
think
it to
that
himself.
is, guys?
It's clear. It's hidden.
Ego?
No, it's human nature. Human nature always wants what they can't have. So you had that
to be from the hood like that,
bro. Probably. It's always that way. You want to live a life of luxury. You see the white boys do it too. They try to go down to places where they don't belong.
Yeah,
like it's the same thing. Like he doesn't belong in that lifestyle. He wants to be from it because he doesn't understand it. He just wants to go somewhere he doesn't necessarily understand. And that's how it is, bro.
Rich as shit, boy.
Human nature is that way. Like it's the same thing as like Shorty. You trying to fuck with Shorty, right?
Yeah.
And Shorty ain't with it. But then after you do it, maybe it's not what you expected. Human nature is you always want what you can't have, but once you have it, you're like, well,
someone must have gave him like an eighth and a gun, and like, he must have felt like fucking Al Pacino and Scarface when he got that. He's like, oh,
eighth, where he play at? Is it legal where he plays at?
Guess what, guys? Guess what? Now he's under police investigation because apparently it was possible that when that IG live went off, they were in Denver, which means illegal. He would have carried that gun on a plane, on a team plane, as well as from one state to another state, which is not allowed.
It's not provable though.
If
they can prove it's his gun,
exactly.
That's one thing, but that could have been somebody's gun that he met.
That's where they're at with it, is as if it was his gun or not. That's not provable. Kind of where the investigation is at. But
what if
either way, it's crazy to me, dog. I don't think I would. I usually thought you get rich, all your homies are supposed to protect you and hold you down because you the one that's gonna be holding shit down in the sense of if I eat, we all eat. Everybody gonna have a job. Everybody gonna have money coming in their pocket. If y'all see me wilding, as you guys are my mans, y'all my brothers, y'all gotta say something. Y'all gotta be like, and especially if you smart, y'all don't want to fuck up your bag. I'll tell you. But then some people say I can't say nothing because he the one doing it.
Yeah, he's the boss too.
He's the boss. Yeah. I can't say nothing.
Not like that, but like
he's the one not the boss, but I don't want to fuck up the food I'm feeding my kids, because this is my livelihood, if I say something wrong to him. But me personally, as I'm be straight up, if I'm doing something stupid, dumb, anything, I will want
somebody to tell me. Yeah,
please,
for sure.
I need that.
Yeah.
If there's anybody in this world who needs it more than me, tell me. It's probably John Morant, but but you hear what I'm saying? Like, I just. But
who he chilling with though? That's aiming lasers at people and shit though. That's the crazy part.
I don't know. They banned one of them though from they banned one of them from Memphis games for a year because of that shit. So, yeah, man, I don't know, man. It's just like, I like John Morant a lot. I think he's amazingly talented, but you can't be moving like that, fam.
It's like us in Orlando. Like, if you have something right next to you, you take it for granted. Like his talent, he's always had it.
Yeah.
He takes that for granted. He thinks that life, he's just going to have it forever. And he probably just, those people aren't his friends. Like, if they let him do that, they're not really his friends. It doesn't matter how long they've been around.
You seen what Skip Bayless said today?
Some dumb shit.
He said, get ready for this. He says to him, he's like, what is he throwing up in that video? In the video, he's like throwing up some shit with the gun. He's like, it seems to me he's already a part of the Crips.
Oh.
He literally said that, bro. And that got viral. He's like, do you want to be a gang member all your life? Like, yo, I'm serious, bro. Shannon Sharp was talking shit too. I mean, granted, Shannon been talking shit as he should. But yeah, man, it's crazy. I thought about that. I was like, yo, fam, any three of us here would love to be able to be as skilled as John Morant and have a $250 million contract and say, hey, let's fuck it up by waving guns and acting like we're gangsters. And
y'all will fucking beat the shit out of me,
bro. I'll do you like Bryan did Stewie. Oh no, like Stewie did Bryan. Sorry, for the money.
Motherfucking money. And I'm just fucking.
You fucked up our life. We're gonna fuck up yours.
You put fucking glass in my eyes.
Yeah. Anyways, okay. Just wanted to see what you guys thought on that one, only because I thought it's clear and cut that I don't even get how you want to be something different that rich, man. When you're you, so fucking weird. So fucking weird. All right, let's keep it moving. Who wants to feel old with me here? Legend of Broly, guys, 30 years ago.
Legend of Broly was what?
A movie. It's first released 30 years ago. That's wild, right?
That's crazy. I was 3 years
feel
old.
old. Okay. Republican Tennessee legislator Paul Sherrill, and I'm going to say his name so we can all shit on him after, received major backlash. Guess why, guys? He proposes that we should revive lynching.
To who? But who we lynching?
I think it's just
anyone that's general. A criminal, or like in general, like instead of the chair, we do lynching.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's fucking sick, though. No,
I mean
like,
that's
lynching is legit torture.
No, I think it might be less torture than getting electrocuted. I feel like the snap when you come down does most of the job. Like, as soon as you come down, that's just snap. Morbid. Hey, but you asking a question about fucking killing yourself.
I was more so looking at lynching. Like, there's some undertone racism there, but I don't know.
Let's just
the word lynching is just has that connotation, but true. You know, they've been doing it for thousands of years, not just
there's so many important things that we need to pass, right?
Yeah.
And this motherfucker tossing and turning in his bed. He's like, you know what we need back? We need lynching.
That's a fact.
We need a new way. We need a new way to kill people. It's like literally one of the oldest ways.
Yeah.
How do you even argue that to your the people that you're trying to pitch this to?
Constituents, yeah.
Constituents.
See, and this is where I need to be more prepared. Let's see.
Tell them about
okay,
the thing.
so yeah, it's a bill that would allow death row inmates to be killed by firing squad while expressing his support for the bill. Cheryl also suggested an amended version that would include another execution option, which Bryan was talking about. I think it's a very good idea, and I was just wondering, this man was shooting his shot. He's in front of a bunch of federal legislators saying, hey guys, I don't know, but hear me out right quick. Remember what we used to do to the blacks? Let's do it to the blacks now.
Oh
That's jokes. But he's saying if I could put an amendment on, that would include hanging by a tree also, ? End quote.
By a tree?
So he's essentially asking, like, hey, can I put this on? Is it okay? Do you guys have any problems with this?
But dog, there's so many more other structures that you could use. Why go so medieval with? Yeah, there's some racism in there.
Some people need to die.
Yeah. He
need to go.
Yeah,
just ask him if we can do it on him first.
Yeah. Let's test it out.
We gonna murder him for 90?
Yeah, well. I just thinking, just putting it out there. How did he say
it? Oh shit! All right, let's keep it pushing. Yo, did you guys see the fucking marketing? I know Delson don't give a fuck about trailers, but it's not a trailer. The marketing for the new Scream movie?
No.
Yeah, that shit was hard.
So they put a bunch of people dressed in Ghostface and random locations around the country, and just security cameras are getting pictures of these people, of like people in ghosts. So it looks fucking terrible.
It looks like them just staring at the thing, like waving and shit.
Waving and shit. It's fucking weird, bro.
Like in the middle of the snow and shit, you just see a fucking nigga with all black on in a mask.
In the Ghostface outfit. It's fucking
It's
crazy.
hard. It's like the same
cool.
thing that they did with the other movie, with the Smile movie. Yeah.
Yeah, that was cool, but this one's because you're in a whole fucking Scream outfit in the middle of random
You're not
places,
smiling.
bro. That's
right.
fucking crazy.
Right.
Yeah, I thought that was cool.
Yeah.
I know it's not a fucking real quick hit, but
that's cool.
They're getting more, more creative with the marketing these days. None of us watched the Chris Rock special yet. I know that.
Nope.
Some people liked it. Some people didn't. I guess he said some jokes about Will Smith in there.
Will Smith being
some
a bitch.
people thought it was distasteful. I don't.
He got smacked by the dude.
The dude should be allowed to say whatever he wants. He got physically attacked
in front of everyone for thousands of. You could literally watch that shit in a musical versions of it, like him getting slapped, and that's okay. That's not distasteful. But when he says he's a bitch, that's distasteful. Shut the fuck up.
He did call him a bitch too.
A lot.
Yeah.
I like that.
I just seen the.
I
didn't watch the whole thing, but I watched.
You've seen that clip, yeah.
I like Chris Rock's energy. I mean, that's all you could do.
Sure.
Laugh at it and shut the fuck up. If you've seen him get slapped and then they say
a lot of people give it flack though.
And
fuck them.
He was quiet for the most part until he used it for a source of his own material. That's what comedians do,
bro. He's using his own life experience. It's literally he literally got slapped in front of millions of people.
He's like, he's like, I don't even know why. That aggression wasn't even for me. I wasn't the one in entanglements.
He said that shit. He's like, he the only person that ever got interviewed after he got cheated on. Yo, I fucked the nigga.
By the person that cheated on him.
Yo, I sucked some guy's dick last week. How do you feel about it?
That?
That's dead ass to stand up.
I saw that.
That was dog. I see that.
How do you not think that's funny, bro?
That is hilarious.
I will be damned.
Somebody
he killed that.
A girl just sucked the dude's dick and come interview me, bitch.
Oh, and niggas is like, he talking bad about black women, blah blah blah. Yeah. Like that ass.
No, he's talking bad about Jada.
Yeah, facts.
Exactly. Facts.
Bald head ass.
People love to fucking generalize everything. Like, just leave.
She's all black
in the space that it is. Jada represents every black woman, dog. If I sit here right now and said Bryan and Delson make fun of me because I'm a short Hispanic guy,
I make fun of every.
I don't fucking represent all the other Mexicans.
Yeah, I didn't say it.
I didn't expect that.
That was a good one, right?
He was waiting to throw that shit. He threw that shit off the backboard to himself.
I had that one for the last time. I had that one 2 weeks ago. I could have used it.
Put that shit right back.
Oh shit, man! Yeah, that's crazy, man. I'll probably watch that tomorrow, and so I could come back next week to really see. Like, really give my thoughts if it was funny or not. Because it could just be that moment that was funny. And then the actual... Because if he focuses too much on it, it could really kill his entire stand-up. Or it could just be that particular part. So I want to give it my own opinion. Okay. Last but not least, everyone. Remember the big old bukkake party that they had over there in the Tennessee Police Department?
Wait a minute.
You guys remember that one? It was just a few weeks ago. Where we talked that her husband's possibly a cuck. Okay, So the Tennessee police officer Megan Hall says she was sexually groomed at the police department so she could have that happen.
No.
Sexually groomed to have 7 dudes marinate on your face?
No. Bro, this shit is crazy. How can you sexually groom an adult woman? An adult.
You let 6 dudes run a train on you, fam. There's no sexually grooming there.
Can we back up?
She's like 25.
Maybe I'm stupid, but what does sexually grooming mean?
It's like what R. Kelly did, like trying to get like a young person, like way younger, like 15 or some shit, and then like know them, and you know what I'm saying, like teach them weird things that you shouldn't be teaching a 15-year-old.
Like they'll tell a 15-year-old type shit.
You're beautiful.
Hey, they'll say those things. Is like,
shit.
Hey, you might get to a point in your life that you're gonna do this. So how about you start doing this with me? So you're ready for that time.
Yeah.
Weird shit, bro. I don't.
Yeah. Okay, so let's.
It already weirds me out saying shit like that.
Yeah.
Let's just stay here.
Yeah.
So let's just hypothetically say she's right. She got sexually groomed. What would that sound like? You guys want to do that? I'd like to hear it.
Go ahead. Hey, how old are you, Megan? I'm 42. Yeah. Well, go ahead and stick this 42 year ass.
Bring that 42-year-old ass over here, girl.
Come here.
She got groomed for like 10 minutes before that shit happened.
Dog.
Dude, her husband's white, and 6 black dudes ran through her.
So she typed because she had to shave a pussy for the 7 niggas? Is that what it is? I think that's the sexual grooming she's talking about.
Bryan, that's awful.
Awful.
Maybe
I think it's the goddamn truth.
Maybe it meant like sexual grooming, like having to convince her husband to watch.
There was no convincing.
Maybe he's used to like 1 dude or something, and it's a white guy, but 6 black of them things.
Yo, can you imagine what their dinners look like?
One white man. He don't know how to compare.
The
first son or the third baby on, he gonna be like, this cucking thing's not for me.
And she's like, it's for me.
Yo, can y'all imagine them just like getting a dinner reservation?
Yo, for 8, for 9?
No, just them 2. And they just sit down, they're across from each other, the married couple, and everybody in the whole fucking restaurant's like,
yo, dead ass. They can't even go outside, dog.
No,
they can't.
No, that's so true, bro. Their lives is done.
No,
he probably won't be able to get another job.
No, he need to be out on that.
Yeah, he got.
And then she leave, because if he stays with that, that's the only way they're gonna know. Otherwise, they're not gonna know his face because they show her face everywhere.
Yeah,
his face they don't show that much. The husband, they show it, but not that much. Her face is
they show it now.
Street.
Remember, because he said he's gonna stay by her.
He with it. Yeah, he's gonna stay by her.
What do you think of that, D?
He trying to get.
What do you think of that man that says he's gonna stay by his woman after she was marinated on by 6 other men?
No. Sexually groomed.
Oh, sexually groomed. Sorry.
Let's just say that's just an L for us men in general. Just one big. That's
simp.
That's a loss in the loss. That's in the win loss column. That's 1 in the loss column for us as a collective. As a collective, yeah.
So he represents all men.
No, he just took 1 L for the whole.
Okay.
It was such an egregious L for us.
Yeah.
That we just all have to take it, man. We all have to take it.
Nuts.
Just like she took it.
And she took a lot of it.
She didn't take no L's. She took D's.
She took some D's.
For sure.
She definitely took some D's. Oh, man. All right. Well, that's all I had, guys. You guys got anything you want to add?
Nah, man. I just want to thank you guys if you listened this far.
Yes.
We started early, but we recorded at the same time today, but we made it through. I appreciate you all. I appreciate Bryan for showing up and Frank.
Appreciate you guys too, man.
We're going to show up every week from now on, barring any unwarranted deaths.
Way to make a joke out of it, Frank.
Try, man. All right. Well, until next time, Bryan.
Stay classy, Moscow.
Whoa, no. Change that.